Good afternoon, viewers and all. My name is Mr. QAZIM. I'm a mathematics teacher for grade 8 in Tender Care Motorstolic International School. We are located in Cairo, Egypt. Today, we are going to discuss about mathematics. But in this mathematics, I'm not going to teach or maybe to explain the topic. I'm solving past question here because I believe we have completed our syllabus already. So with this help of the past question, we're able to guide you towards the exam. There are some certain questions that might be possible to come up in your exam. But being solving this past question, this one will guide you for you to be able to tap question in your exam. You can see series of questions on the board here from the past question. If you have the past question, you can open to 2018. You will see the question there. Then you can follow me. But if you don't have it, make sure you get it after this class. So now I will start. This is question 1. There's a question here that says, find the value of the following. 1. We have -5 plus 12. I already told you from our previous class before this COVID-19 that if you have anything like a negative sign like this, you should consider it in your mind that you borrow a £5. And now this is 12. You have to consider it in your mind as well that you have £12 at hand. Now you borrow £5 and you have £12 at hand. Now if you give the £5 to the owner from the £12, how much is it going to be left with you? So definitely, if you give £5 to the owner and you have £12, so definitely you are going to have what? £7 with you. So our answer is 7. That is 12 minus 5. So definitely you have 7, which is going to be our answer. The second one says -9 minus 5. Now if you look at it, I told you consider this minus as borrow. That is, you borrow £9 from somebody, and again you now borrow another £5. Again, -5 minus 9, making how many that you borrow? Definitely you are still going to pay -14. So -14 is our answer here. So the next one says 5.3 bar plus 2.9 bar. I told you already, if you see anything on a question like this, a bar, it means a recurring number. That is, the number is recurring. Example, now we have 5.3 bar. So definitely you have it like 5.33. Definitely this number will reoccur 2 times. It will not be just 1 year, because it is what? It is reoccurring. This is the indication here that says it is reoccurring. We call it bar. The second one plus 2.9 bar, which says 2.99. This one also will do what? It will reoccur in 2 times for you to short your time. So now we add the 2 together. We have 3 plus 9, which is 12. Remember what? Remember 1. The second one, 3 plus 9, also we have 12, plus this one here, so we have 13. Then you put your point, we still have 1 left. So 5 plus 2, so then we have 7, plus the 1 here, then we have 8. So our answer is 8.32. That is our answer. So the next one, you have to concentrate here. If not, you will get it. So let me clean this. so that I'll be able to solve the next question. So this one says, which is number 4. 3 whole number 1/5 times 1 whole number 1/4. How can we go about this? Now we have it here now. 3 whole number 1/5, 1 whole number 1/4. So now to solve this, I told you the multiplication we go for the number that is, which is denominator, while the numerator will be for addition. What am I saying? That is, you multiply this 3 by this 5, then you add it to what? To this one at the top here. So then let me show it to you. 3 times 5 here, which is 15, plus this one here, which is what? 16. Then we have 16/5 times this one also. You multiply the whole number by the one at the bottom here and add it to the one at the top here. So which is what? 1 times 4, we have 4, plus 1 here, which is what? 5/4. So if you can see it now, we are moving forward. We have 5, we have 4. We can see there are some numbers that are very common. Here, you don't need to multiply through to save your time. You see 5 here, you see 5 here, you can easily cut out. 5 goes there 1, 5 goes there 1. 4 here 1, then 4 here 4. So definitely our answer is equal to what? 4. Then you have 4 as your answer. So that is that one. So B, which is from question 1, we have B, complete 1. Decimal that do not terminate and are not repeating are called dash number. I told you this several times, that you should be very careful when you are dealing with mathematics. This is just like a definition from your rational and irrational number. We have this rational number which can be stand as 1/b. That is, what am I saying? A/b, this can be 2/3 or 4/5. There must be number up and there must be number down. So, but now, I told you, but if you have any number that does not terminate, that is, for example, if you have something like this, like 2.1121432, continue like that. Or you have some particular which is what? Which is pi. Like I usually tell you, which is 22/7. This one will give you 3.1427, and the number will go like that. All these numbers are called what? Irrational number. So yeah, you should be very careful when they say the decimal that do not terminated and non-repeating are called dash number. So definitely we have what? Irrational number. And are represented by symbol. I told you, rational number, there's a symbol for it, and irrational number, we have symbol for it. Although they will want to look alike, but you have to be very careful. When they say rational number, this is Q. This is symbol for rational number. But when they say irrational number, this one is. Let me clean this place so that you can see what I'm trying to explain. Rational number represented by Q, and irrational number which is represented by Q, then you put asterisk like this. This one is talking about rational number, while this Q letter is talking about what? Rational number. So the symbol for this should be what? Should be Q, then asterisk like this. So that is that one. So I will move on to another question here, which is number 2 from our question 2018 from the past question. Now we have x plus into bracket minus x is equal to dash according to dash properties. This question is on properties. I believe we have thought about properties, and we know we have cluster, we have distribution, we have multiplication, we have addition, inverse, and so on. That is properties. So now you have to be very careful. I told you these properties, we have series of properties: closure, distributive, additive, and so on. But now we are on properties. We have x plus into bracket minus x is equal to dash according to dash properties. If you add this together, we have x plus into bracket minus x is equal to, you break this in, this is bracket according to BODMAS. You break the bracket in, you say this plus here times this minus inside here. Then you have x plus times minus, we always have minus, and then x. So x minus x will give you then is 0. So what under property can we have is 0 as our answer? We solve the first one, we put is 0, the first question, and according to dash properties, what is the properties that will give us is 0? I told you it is what? Identity properties. Let me put it here. So let me get it complete. Identity properties. Although we have a series of properties like that. That is that question. So I would like to solve more questions here. That says this is 8 under question 4. That says 8 divided by 2 plus 3 times 4. They ask you to solve this one. You will see it in your past questions. How can you go about this? This is a bit logical. But if you know your BODMAS very well, it will be very simple to you. Now, I told you according to BODMAS, this is, you can use the word BODMAS to solve this. That is why it is very important for you to know what is BODMAS and how can you apply them. They don't just write the word BODMAS, no. They write it mathematically so that you can be able to follow it according to whatever you want to solve. So now we have 8 divided by 2 plus 3 times 4. If you look in this BODMAS, there's a particular sign that comes first, which is after this is bracket of division, bracket of, we don't have bracket here, fine, of division. This is division first. We come to the one that has division first. Then we say 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, it will give us what? 4. Then you put the rest that is here, you put it there, plus 3 times 4. Then after one is multiplication. We apply our multiplication again, which is we have 4 plus, this is plus 3 multiplied by 4 here, it will give you what? It will give you 12. Then we apply our what? Our addition, which is this 4 plus 12, then we have what? 16. So this is the answer for this. Our answer is 16 according to BODMAS. So answer for this is equal to 16. You are following me? So, the next question, let me pick it from here. This is question D. Complete the following. 1. If function A to B is and dash function and dash function at the same time. This function has inverse function represented by symbol dash and its rating as dash. That is the question for you here. So now complete the following. If function which is f of A to B is an dash function and dash function at the same time. What are they saying? You have to be very careful. You read the question complete before you attempt it. Don't just say, I know it, and you just jump into a conclusion. No. Read it over and over again to understand what they are asking you. So, function A to B is an dash function and dash function at the same time. This function has inverse function represented by symbol dash and it is written as dash. You know it. Once they mention inverse, you know, before we can be able to have inverse, we need to have two functions at the same time, which is what? Onto and what? One-to-one function before we can be able to have inverse. What am I saying in essence? That is, let me say this is A, which is domain, this is B, which is codomain. Let us assume I have A here, I have B, I have C. I have 1, 2, 3 in codomain. So if you look at this, A pair to 1, B pair to 2, and C pair to 3. So now, for me to have inverse here, before I can be able to have inverse here, you can see this A pair to 1, B pair to 2, and C pair to 3. For me to have inverse here, this function must be one-to-one and what? Onto. So definitely my range here will be codomain, which is 1, 2, 3. This equal to what? Range. So if I can have all this, so definitely I will have inverse. So my inverse will go like this. B will come here, then A will come here. I will put the value of B, which is codomain, at this 1, 2, 3, and the value of domain, which is A, B, C. So you can see this can still match with A, and 2 can still match with B, and 3 can still match with what? With C. So definitely we have inverse. They can interchange. That is what they mean by the word inverse. So they interchange. So definitely we have is an onto function and at the same time one to one function at the same time. This function has inverse function represented by symbol. There is a symbol for it, which is F. This is symbol for inverse, and it is written as A to B and what? B to A, according to what I did here. This is domain, this is codomain. From this, then it now interchange. Come to this. This is what I did here. So if you are following, open to your past question 2018. If you just join us. So another question here. Yes, this is interesting question here. We have talked about this several times. If function, we are still under function, I to I, known by the rule f of x is equal to x plus 5. Then f of 5 is equal to dash f of minus 5 is equal to what? Dash. We don't know. They asked us to solve this. If f function I to I known by the rules f of x is equal to x plus 5. So now I told you that if you see something like this, this is rule, this is the formula. We call this formula. This is the formula to solve something like this. So now they now ask you to find f of 5. So what are they saying? That is, anywhere you see x, f of 5, this is f of x. That is this, they put x here because it is f of x. That is why they put x here, plus 5. But now they now ask you f of 5. So our f of 5 will be anywhere with x according to this formula, x plus 5. We do what? You will replace it because we want to solve for what? F of 5. So definitely we put 5 plus 5 into the what? 10. That is our answer. And for f of minus 5, anywhere you see x according to the formula, you replace this one with what? Minus 5. So let's go. F of minus 5, which is x plus 5, which is equal to minus 5. I have replaced this s with this minus 5, then plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5, definitely you have is 0. According to what I told you, you have £5 and you are owing somebody £5. So if you give the person the £5 with you, it will remain what? It will remain 0. So that is the answer for that. I think I still have another question here. This is E. If f of x to y known by the arrow diagram below, that is, this is the arrow diagram. Okay. I have 1, 3, 5. This is A. Okay, let's say this is X and this is Y according to what we are given here. 1, 9, 25. So then, let me clean this place so that we can be able to solve this one here. So then, they now say continuation from here. Answer the following. 1. The domain. 2. The range of function. 3. The function is defined by f of x is equal to, that is another question. 4. Find the form of other pair. So now how can we go about this question? If f, that is function x to y, known by the arrow diagram below, which is this, x and y, x is for domain, y is for the codomain. So now they now say answer the following. The domain, like I just mentioned now, x is for what? The domain. So what is the domain? What are the numbers in the domain? We have 1, then we have 3, and we have what? 5. That is our domain. We solve that one. The second one, the range. If you look at this, though you may not know, but according to the function that you were given here, we make you to know what kind of function is this one. But in this function, I will tell you this function is 1-to-1, 1-to-1, and at the same time onto. Why do I say that? So now, range. To find range, so definitely this codomain become our what? Our range. So our range will be 1, 9, and what? 25. That is our range. The third one, which is number 3, the function is defined by f of x. They want us to derive the formula that we use to get this number in the codomain. They want us to derive the formula. What formula will be suitable for this particular answer in the codomain? They want us to derive that formula. So how can you derive the formula? If you look at it, if I say this is 1, and in codomain we have 1. In domain we have 3 here. In codomain we have 9. In domain we have 5 here, and in codomain we have 25. So then, to solve this, it is very simple, like I told you. This, if you look at it, you will see that it is something that it is very common for you that you have been dealing with in class. So then, to have this, you say, if I put this, our f of x will be s squared. That will be our formula. Why do I say it's s squared? This is the answer. The reason why I say it's s squared is that because if I put f of 1 to find f of 1 here, that is this in function f of 1, If I have S squared, which is equal to 1 square. 1 square will always give us what? It will give you 1. So f of 3, according to this formula, S squared. If I say 3 squared, it will give me what? It will give me 9. F of 5. So S squared. So f of 5, which is 5 squared, will give me what? 25. You can see this is the formula for our questions here. So that is just that one. So okay, that is just that one. So I believe you can see this and you'll be able to understand it. We have been dealing with this several times. I believe this should not be strange to you. So now I think I still have more questions here, and I think there is yes. Now there is a last question here that says find the form of order pair. Yes, find the form of what? Of order pair. Are we clean this place now? Yes, I will clean this place now. Let's clean here. Find the form of order pair. We all know this, how to find the form of order pair. To find the form of order pair, you take from this our example. This is I have rubbed it off. Let me write it back. One, 0, 5, 1, 9, 25, x, then y. To find the form of order pair, so you can see as this thing the match to this one. So that is the form of order pair. We have 1 against what? Against 1. 1 in domain and 1 in what? In codomain. Then you have 1, 1. Sorry, 1, 1 here. The form of order pair, 3 match against what? 9. We have 3, then we have 9. Form of order pair for this 5 match against what? Against 25. So we have 5 then comma 25. That is your answer. Very simple. So the next question here. Which is question 2. Question 2. This one is indices, I think, from your past question 2018. If you are just joining us from past question 2018, so we have 3s squared times 4s raised to power 5. So that is first question here. This is indices. I believe we are familiar with this. It's something we have been dealing with in our normal class. How can we solve this? This is indices. If you look at these two, they are common. We have base as x and we have base as s, but these, they are not common. So we first do what? You bring this one out, this two, that is 3 times 4. And the one that have multiplied by x, we have base as s here and we have base as s here. It is very easy for us to apply the law of indices. And I told you, according to indices, from what we have been doing so far, like we have, for example, like a raised to power m times a raised to power n. So the power at the top here, according to indices, if you have the base to multiply one another, then we have a, you pick 1a, it will become 1a raised to power m plus what? The power here will change to what? To plus n. That is the power. So we want to apply this now. And then we have 2 plus what? Plus 5. So we can easily multiply this. 3 times 4, then we have 12 times 5 plus 2, then we have s raised to power 7. So now we can bring both together by removing the multiplication sign between them. We say 12x raised to power what? 7. Very simple, that is your answer. So let me round it up for today. If there is any question, you can easily drop your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If there is any more video, so then you'll be able to be notified. And on YouTube, you can go to YouTube, you find this there, and get your past question and do your necessary thing that is required. So thank you very much.